Here in our National Duals final, Jason Bryan here with you as top-ranked Wartburg 8-1 on the year, and third-ranked Augsburg 5-1. Trying to figure out who's going to win the 17th Division III National Duals Championship. All 17 years, these Wartburg Knights have been in the finals. 10 of those times they faced Augsburg, and 5 of those times each team has won against one another. And these are the two dominant programs in Division III. Sebastian Larson coming in unranked. He is a team captain, the senior 16-5 of the year out of River Falls, Wisconsin, just across the border. He's in on the single leg, going to try to trip and finish for 2. His opponent, Kyle Briggs, a freshman out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and Cedar Rapids Jefferson High School. His dad was an All-American at Northern Iowa, at Dick Briggs. And, of course, Northern Iowa and the name Briggs kind of go hand in hand, as Don Briggs, longtime coach there, and now kind of like in his retirement years, like an extreme mountain climb. I think he's climbed Everest. He does a little bit more than Royce Alger, who used to climb barns with steak knives. Don Briggs, again, who's Kyle's uncle, is climbed a lot bigger things than the state of Iowa presents. But we're not seeing Tyler Lutz here, though, for Wartburg, who was ranked 3rd in the country. He wrestled a little bit earlier. I don't know if this is an injury situation or if Eric Keller is sandbagging. Well, you don't really sandbag in the National Duals Finals. But this one, 2-1 lead for Larson. A win here, barring any type of team point deductions, which normally you say a win here locks it up, but we've already seen 1 team point deducted from Wartburg. But if everything goes according to plan, Larson, a win here would make it a 13-point spread. And, of course, with 2 falls, the most you can get is 12. So big one here for Jim Mulsoff and the Augsburg Augies. We got a stall call there against Briggs for backing out. We do not know if we'll see Lance Bennick come to the mat next for Augsburg. Get some blood time. Bennick made his Augsburg debut earlier this tournament. And if the name sounds familiar, yeah, he was a highly touted recruit out of Totino Grace High School, which is in Fridley, Minnesota. Totino Grace actually is about 3/4 of a mile from my house. So I had a chance to see Mr. Bennick wrestle quite a bit, but we'll talk about that if he steps to the mat for Augsburg. Kyle Fank looming for the Wartburg Knights. One minute remaining here in period number 1. Sebastian Larson, Kyle Briggs. Larson in with a single leg again. Little cartwheel. Let's see if he gets anything out of it. Nope. Basically cartwheeled himself into giving up 2. That, too, also illegal in high school, but perfectly legal here in the wonderful world of NCAA Division III wrestling. Now leg in, trying to back bow. That's a position we've seen a lot, growing in popularity here in collegiate wrestling, but you got to make sure it comes straight across and not to the side. You pull it out to the side, they're going to stop it for potentially dangerous. If you go straight over top and kind of really stretch out that quad muscle, it's not really a great workout, because chances are they're going to claw ride you over and try to turn you from that position. But right now, Larson maintaining his control on top. Riding time approaching 1 minute. Period over. Briggs with choice. What do I do, coach? All right, I'll go down. 55 seconds of riding time in Larson's favor. Yeah, this is one the Augies have to win. Take the pressure off the last 2 weight classes, because they're not very strong at heavyweight. And riding time now up over a minute for Larson. We get a fresh start, 1:50 remaining, period 2.
Third place in Division 2 goes to Nebraska Kearney, 34-12. Nebraska Kearney in third. Gannon finishes fourth. Gentlemen, would you please come forward
and
to receive
Briggs
your awards?
stands, faces, went right for the inside trip, but he'll settle for the escape to cut the lead now to 4-2.
Seventh place in Division 2 goes to Upper Iowa, 26-15. Eighth place to Colorado State, Pueblo. Please come forward for the awards.
Under a minute to go here. It's still a 4-2 lead for Larson.
And this is the final match on mat 17.
Nail comes out next week. Good single leg attempt there by Briggs. Good sprawl and posting on the head was Larson to defend that takedown. Now we're starting to see Wartburg assistant coach Chris Ortner's face start to turn shades of purple to match that tie. Mentioned that earlier in the broadcast.
In the NAIA, fifth place goes to
Now Coach Keller's taken his spot in the chair, and it's Jim Mulsoff of Augsburg who's deciding to take a knee on the mat. And that'll do it for the second period. 4-2 lead for Larson. With riding time. Working on that shoot chin strap, which is a little factoid. The movie Vision Quest, Frank Jasper's character is Brian Shoot, but in Terry Davis's book Vision Quest, in which the movie is named, his name is Gary Shoot. That knowledge brought to you by Terry Davis, and I guess the author of the book Vision Quest. 5-2 lead for Larson here on Briggs.
12-10 in favor of Cathelsville. And this is the 184-pound match.
Larson did get up and out before Briggs could whittle down the riding time under 1 minute. Low ankle attempt by Larson. Briggs going to lock in the crotch.
Leads Wallace by 4 points. This is the 197-pound match, still in first period.
And rolling it through. And Briggs, he's going to come out with the takedown out of that sequence. So now 5-4. On the restart, he's got to work that riding time down for another 5 seconds before he can kick Larson out to maybe tie this thing up. And we got caution. False start on Larson on bottom. 3 cautions is a point. They're not technical violations. Second official coming over to the table. Looks like the riding time went from 1:04 to 1 minute. There we go. We got it set. Larson up, out, turns and faces. He gets out.
Just 1 point separating the women. On net 17, Gary with 9. Caitlin has tightened it up. Caitlin Hill tightened it up with 8. And now Gary goes ahead 13-8. Again, the team score.
And there's a stall warning on Vassar for backing out. Excuse me, that was Larson. Vassar was the other match.
A win by Gary.
Still haven't seen the escape put up on the scoreboard. It should be 6-4. And Larson at a point for riding time. Well, scoreboard's going to say 6. Our count 7-4, but regardless, Sebastian Larson essentially going to lock this thing up for Augsburg. 21-8 with 2 to go here in Fort Wayne.